where we obviously have a very special opportunity buy at today for our Chaco Canyon 3-stone drop earring. Now that particular one right there, this beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous Howlite, I have, how many, I'm sorry, Rick, was that we have? 75, okay, so I'm not surprised. That is such a unique, rare stone, and I know Jen's gonna tell you the story of that. So that's the Howlite, which is the white with the, almost looks like a cow, but you'll understand in a minute. Let me bring up the other special opportunity buys. I'm gonna put the Kingman in. And the Kingman is gonna be that beautiful blue. And then there's your Ceremonial that we just talked about, that really rare find that looked like dancing snakes with the golden matrix, so beautiful, out of Kingman mine as well. And then we have what we're calling the turquoise shell. And I love these. You know what, maybe I'll throw those on this time, because there's corals in there, and white in there, and neutrals in there, and high blues in there, and touches of green. This drop is just over 2 inches, about 2 3/8 of an inch in length. They're brand new for the visit. We still have a handful of matching rings and bracelet, but this is what we chose as the featured smart deal. And I know they have been crazy popular. And just to say it once again, Howlite is gonna be last call. So Jen, if you could comment on the Howlite, because that's not a stone that we see very often in the Chaco Canyon.
No, with the Howlite, this is, for the artist in here, his name is Greg Yazzie. And so with this type of stone, we only put it in certain pieces. And so with this, it's also called the White Buffalo. And there are many different stories of this version. But for the White Buffalo, it is said that it is believed to be a sacred being. And anything that comes up pure white or like white as snow, it is considered to be a holy blessing. And so there are other stories, too, as well, that with the White Buffalo, it is said that it was a woman, and as she was walking into the forest, she was wearing furs, and she had turned into a white buffalo. And so during those cold times, during the winter times, all the buffaloes like to huddle together. And so when they do that, they walk against the wind, because when you have that family unit, you're walking together, but you're keeping that heat, amongst themselves. But for the White Buffalo, it is said that the other buffaloes, protect her, because she is the center point of the whole entire herd. And so they keep her nestled safely. And so that was just one of the stories that I've heard about the White Buffalo.
Isn't that cool? And I love it. It's been, I know, overwhelmingly popular since we originally launched it. Now, I just put in the kind of the best of everything, I like to call the turquoise with the shell, because you get an opportunity to see a little bit of coral, a little bit of the white, you get the blue, the high blue, a little bit of the green in there. And in terms, they just frame the face perfectly, nice length, and they set forward, so you really get a chance to they show off nicely. So tell me a little bit about the turquoise and the shell inlay.
For the composite turquoise that you have on, it's perfect, being for the fact that for Greg, the way he designed this earring, he said that he designed it to represent the Navajo rug. Greg watched his elders as they would string a rug together when he was younger. He wanted to make something to that resembled the same art, but through his silverwork. Then he started thinking about different shapes and what would be coordinating with each other on each layer of the rug as it was made. So he made 3 different shapes on the earring that you have on, and wanted them to be dangled as if they were layers like yarn, and each shape represents different colors of the Navajo rug that he grew up with.
I love that. And then, of course, if you love the high blues, that's the Kingman. I know that's been, I'm gonna now place those in, because that's another one of my favorite colors of the Kingman. That's been super popular. I have fewer than 250 of those that are now currently available. So in terms of, Jen, we know that is genuine, native, handcrafted earrings. I mean, each piece does come with that certificate, correct? So you have that certificate of authenticity at the same time?
Oh, yes, because there's a lot of copycats out there. But with this, you're getting, actual handmade Native American artwork, silversmithing work. And so to that, when it comes to that, I'm saying that you're promoting culture, you're promoting the well-being of the Navajo people and their livelihood, because a lot of these artisans live way out in the bush and away from the city, like hours away from the city. And there's some that don't even have, electricity and, only work with the sunlight. So a lot of the artwork that you have on today, it is something that they would see out on the reservation, because all you see is beauty. And so what comes from Mother Earth, that's what they try to, put it through within their silversmithing work.
Isn't that amazing? Well, going back 20 years, I've had the pleasure of working with you and all of these wonderful artisans, and it's amazing to see now their family, like their, sons and then their daughters, and how they follow in their family's footstep. And it's just so very, very special. And it's been one of our #1 most popular for 20 plus years jewelry lines, and one of the only ones that is 100% handcrafted in precious, beautiful sterling silver, knowing the nature of where they come from. If you would like the Howlite, last call, because that one is definitely on its way to selling out with 50 remaining. Here it is in that Ceremonial, and you don't go just anywhere and find Kingman Ceremonial Turquoise. So really special, beautiful high green with that golden matrix running through. And I call the best of all worlds. That's the composite, where you have the high blue and the corals and the whites, and no two will be exactly alike. And then if you are just a lover of the most beautiful turquoise, go with what I just put in. It's almost like it's like a switch within. It's such a high, gorgeous blue. This is called the Kingman turquoise. So that one too, getting down to very, very limited quantity. A smart deal, meaning we could offer this special opportunity buy until they sell out, or for a limited time. And these are definitely, thousands have been ordered, on their way to selling out. They will be HSN priced $139.95. So great to have this available with 6 flex payments. So you get them home for under $17 with your shipping. And then these are also, it'd be great if you have that HSN charge card. Enter in your code number, because it's our VIP Tuesday. And remember, you can use that code number as many times as you like when you're checking out in your cart up until midnight tonight. And then instantly $20 will be removed once you get to $99. So with that, and our smart deal, being that they're $99, you put that code in, you have the HSN charge card, and that means now they're gonna be $79 and change. Are you kidding me? For beautiful, fine, handcrafted sterling silver, Native American jewelry. So what a special opportunity buy there. So when you're shopping hsn.com, and we get very busy on big days like this, our 24-hour Mother's Day jewelry event, we recommend you can shop hsn.com. You can, put in Chaco Canyon. You can shop all, see everything that we offer, all the special prices. And while you're there, check out our home checklist. We have special that we change out every single day for maybe it's cleaning products that you need, and we'll deliver them directly to you for free. In fact, everything on that page we will deliver for free. So if you want to just treat yourself to a spa day, because we certainly deserve it, we have special selected items there. In fact, coming up tonight at midnight, we have a big beauty event that's all kinds of great things, whether it's maybe home fitness. You have some time at home and not able to go to the gym, we have great fitness equipment that is available on that home checklist. And again, everything there we will ship for free. Okay, so we're gonna talk about our statement copy.